What's your favorite Thanksgiving movie? Go ahead, I'll wait. It's not that easy, is it? There are thousands of Christmas movies to choose from, and Halloween is very well represented, but there just aren't a lot of Thanksgiving movies. The best one, obviously, is John Hughes' classic Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the story about Steve Martin trying to get home to Chicago from New York in time for Thanksgiving and running into every travel hazard imaginable. And that's not even counting that he gets stuck with the great John Candy as a traveling companion. There's also the Holly Hunter comedy Home for the Holidays, about a woman who goes back to her family on Thanksgiving only to learn that they're just as dysfunctional as when she left. After that, the pickings get kind of slim. There aren't even a lot of great Thanksgiving TV specials. I mean, sure, there's Charlie Brown and there's Garfield, but after that, it's like, I know there are other ones, but I can't remember what they are. But here's the thing. There may not be a lot of great Thanksgiving movies, but there are tons of great Thanksgiving episodes of TV shows. Friends had one every season. Bob's Burgers has a plethora to choose from. And there have been memorable Thanksgiving episodes of shows like Cheers, How I Met Your Mother, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And of course, perhaps the greatest of them all, the classic Turkey Drop episode of WKRP in Cincinnati. So why so many Thanksgiving episodes and so few movies? I think there are two reasons for this. The first one is that Thanksgiving falls in November, and having a Thanksgiving episode is a good reason to have a big story with lots of big-name guest stars just in time for the November sweeps. You know, back before streaming made all that kind of thing less relevant. The other reason is that Thanksgiving, more so than any other holiday, is about family. Oh, obviously, there are a lot of great Christmas stories about family, but there are also Christmas romantic comedies, there's Christmas redemption stories, there's Christmas stories about dropping bad guys from the top of Nakatomi Tower, and so forth. But it's almost impossible to tell a great Thanksgiving story that's not about family in some way. Now, for a movie like Home for the Holidays, that means you've got to spend the entire first act establishing the characters, establishing the family, who they are to each other, how they interact with each other. You've got to build all of that up at the beginning of the movie. But with a TV show where you've been watching these characters every week, or binging them for the last 16 hours on Hulu, all of that legwork is done and you can get right into the story. That's true whether you're talking about a traditional family like Bob's Burgers, a found family like on Friends, or the family that your job chooses for you like in WKRP. So instead of bemoaning the lack of great Thanksgiving movies, why don't you join me in doing the real work of pressuring streaming services like Hulu and HBO Max to add a function where you can watch all the Thanksgiving episodes of their TV shows on shuffle. By the way, if you're looking for a great Thanksgiving gift, the Pyrite War, I'm told, was exactly what they read on the Mayflower. So, Eddie, what are you going to eat on Thursday?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese?
Okay.
Believe it.